What's happening, War Gamers? Troop and I are just kind of trying to process this last game here. So yeah, if you were watching, it was Asgard and Weapon X. And I think it went back and forth so many times this game.
Yep.
I like end of round one, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. End of round two is like, oh no, I'm in trouble. End of round three is like, no, we're good. We got this. 4, back in trouble. 5, it's like, yeah, okay, I got a chance. No.
Well, and the worst thing is, we were talking about your outs, and it's like, yeah, if you take out Wolverine, you just have to survive Sabretooth, and then that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, and worst part is one more block is all I needed on either of those attacks. Just one more block.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I did not get that block through. You punched through 8 damage at the very end there. And, it's a big reminder about how dice dependent Asgard really is.
Yeah.
And honestly, if Angela hadn't just whiffed the way she did, very different game.
Yeah. Laura's clutch, exceptional healing, kind of dramatically changed.
You mean Gabby's? Yeah.
I screwed that up.
And then taking no damage on the God of Thunder.
Yes.
Right? On both of those. Like just... that was just rough. Like forcing me to throw Logan into Laura.
Yep.
What was it? I threw a Bodega into Wolverine, I think.
Yes.
No, I didn't even throw the Bodega.
No, you threw him into her.
That's right, because I didn't get the wild, so I had to spend 3 to throw Wolverine into Laura, who then just proceeded to. Oh, she took 3. She took 3 or something like that, because I left her on 1.
Yeah. I think she took 4.
Something like that. She was left on 1, and I had to use the blood boil to kind of pull it off there. Yeah. And then the friggin' Kree Corps blowing up, and there goes Malekith.
Your Corps taking out Malekith, and then my Corps taking out Sabretooth. Ugh.
Yeah. That was certainly a way for the game to go into its last round there.
Yeah.
This was kind of fun. Like not every game has to be like a big objective driven game, and this was kind of a fun, just like knock them on their butt brawl.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, despite the fact we don't have like a high amount of scoring going on in this game. That isn't because we didn't interact with those objectives, right? Like, this is the only one that didn't really see any play other than Wolverine tagging it and running away.
And I think this one was only scored for 2 rounds as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so like it's just one of those like we played all 3 of the cores and the center points.
It was a low scoring game. I mean, only 6 potential points on the table.
Yeah. So I think it was a very reasonable points scoring side of things. But yeah, we both had fairly attrition heavy teams, right?
And we both traded the cores quite a bit as well. Like those went back and forth.
Well, a bunch of them spent the end of the round on the floor. So
well, I mean, I hit a point where I had no power left at the end of that game, right? It's just like I got nothing left in the tank. I used everything I could, and
you got to call out potentially the MVP of the night, the one that no one thought could make it, but did all the things. That, of course, is stop squealing and die.
Oh, my goodness. I've never seen that used so well.
And I'm like...
I hate it.
There's a good chance that I probably should have thrown a bunch of people, but I didn't want anything moving. I just want to sit here and just smash this thing in front of me.
Totally fair. And you know what? In this game, you got rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Like, every time you use that ability, I'm pretty sure you got some good return.
Now, I'm not going to say that 4 power for 3 dice is ever good, but in this game, it was just... I absorbed a whole bunch of damage.
And you know what? In that last round, by you doing 5 damage, it actually gave you the power you needed to do it again, right?
Yeah, it was nuts.
And that was just, oh my goodness, that came so close. So close to Asgard getting a win.
Oh.
I honestly have to look back in our playlist and see when the last time Asgard actually won was, because it has been a long time.
It's tough. It's not like Asgard's a bad team. It's just we are unlucky. Very unlucky.
Well, once again, if Angela hadn't messed up the way she did, like failing to take out Honey Badger, was just, oh my goodness.
And it makes me sad because her next set of attacks are just insane. And like, yep, that guy's dead. That one goes down. Throw that person. I think I'm done here. Or just throw that person. Run over to that person because I assassin.
Yeah, and then Honey Badger waking up and just dummying Angela is like, well, that's a thing that happens. Like, honestly, I got nothing. I do not know what to make of what happened in that one, but honestly, it was a good game. You stayed focused.
Yeah, and the portals were actually like really beneficial. I play a lot of games where they just don't matter at all.
You mean that one time where you portaled?
Well, but it mattered a lot, right? Because he could get over to the person. Like normally, when you have the dossier, they can just kind of like keep it away from you, but like the portal's meant, no, actually I get to get over there.
No, and that's very true. Like unfortunately for me, it gave you your pathway to punching Thor in the throat.
Yeah.
Which you did. And I mean, Thor has a lot of stamina. He's got some good defensive rolls, but I mean, when you're dealing with that many dice and rerolls and just
and the double C's kind of made that a little easier. If we were playing like one of the not cross,
just anything,
diamonds,
F shape, B shape, just anything, right?
Yeah, give you a little bit more breathing room, and it was a really cool game. I really enjoyed that, and I poo-pooed the God of Thunder many times because of how infuriating some of his attacks end up as. Like, that's not enough. But today I felt he was really respectable.
I mean, he did some decent stuff. Like he had one or two rough actions.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, once he got rolling, he did some good stuff. Like his initial thing into Sabretooth over here was just not good at all.
No, that was
But once he rolled on over, and he was able to take Logan, Laura down, and get that. Unfortunately, not get that God of Thunder. Well, no, because I didn't take him down either.
No.
I just did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And then I got lucky, and Malekith got an activation.
Yes.
Is basically what it boiled down to. Because if it wasn't for that Malekith activation, I'm really feeling that loss of Pierce on Blade of Midnight.
That's fair.
I mean, I still think Malekith is a perfectly fine playable 7-threat character. I think he's what a 7-threat character should look like at this point.
Yep.
But yeah, without that Pierce.
Well, and I appreciate that not being there because he was kind of a little too.
He was too overtuned.
Yeah.
Before. Now, I have seen some arguments that he probably shouldn't have lost that stamina as well. I don't really know where I fall on that one personally. Sure. But I think he overall played fine. I probably misplayed a couple things. When I did one of my last activations, I probably should have ferocity'd over to here, throw in Sabretooth, then done my beam and hit all three of them. Because that way Sabretooth also would have been hit by Logan's invisible brain damage.
Yep.
And I might have gotten all three of them with that one action, right?
Yeah, it would have been pretty solid, yeah.
It would have been pretty solid. Like, although I would have given up priority, which I don't know if that would have been good, but it also. But oh no, you know what? It means Malekith would have been alive for the next round.
Yeah, I'd probably pop him at the start of it, but yeah, he'd actually be in the next round.
Yeah, he would have been a consideration to deal with at the very least. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to keep plugging away at Asgard. Hopefully we're going to get a win from it at some point here. But Troop, congratulations, man. Great game. A lot of fun. For everyone else, leave your comments below. Let us know what you liked, didn't like, all that sort of great stuff. And of course, if you want to support the channel, hit up patreon.com/AegisBrandStudios or go to iwargame.net and use code AegisBrand. Save 10% on your next purchase of a battle mat. We'll see you next time. Happy wargaming.